And with me now, the founder of the investigative project, Steve Emerson. All right, Steve, ISIS claims to have beheaded this British hostage. Your reaction tonight?
Look, ISIS is very adept at manipulating the entire world. This is a recruitment video. It's going to recruit lot more jihadis from the West. There's a reason why they're videotaping it. There's a reason why they're using British or foreign jihadis to do the executions. There's a reason why these videos recruit thousands more Western jihadis who go through Turkey, our, quote, ally that John Kerry just praised, an ally that refuses to allow U.S. to use its military bases, an ally that won't shut down the black oil market that ISIS now gains $1.5 million a day in black oil market sales. So the reality is that our allies that the administration praises, Turkey and Qatar, are sabotaging our campaign against ISIS, while the president has basically angered good allies like Egypt, which really could be participating in a very meaningful way, because it is significantly and ideologically against the Muslim Brotherhood, which has in its origins ISIS.
Steve, you know, I'm still amazed. 35 million Egyptians hit the streets, grandmothers, kids, everybody saying, we don't want the Muslim Brotherhood. We don't want Sharia law. We may be Muslims, 80% of us, but we do not want this extremism. But let me move along here. You just said a few minutes ago that that video might be an incentive to other people to join. We know that Ali Muhammad Brown, 29, and you and I talked about this a few weeks ago, charged in the murders of 4 men. He says that he and two other people killed to avenge the U.S. actions in the Middle East. Is this homegrown radical Islamic terrorism?
Absolutely. I think most people have no clue about what happened. Here was a man, Ali Muhammad Brown, who killed 4 people, the last one being a 19-year-old man in New Jersey, Brendan Tevlin. He was charged. Three previous murders were committed in Washington State. He was arrested in July in New Jersey. In his confession to the New Jersey state prosecutors, he openly stated that his motivation for killing them was his, quote, his belief that the United States was evil because of what they were doing to Muslims in the Middle East, that they were carrying out massacres of Muslims in Afghanistan and Iraq, and therefore it was his duty to punish Americans and to kill them. This was a direct confession admitting that he was carrying out a jihad. This is a prosecution. He should have been prosecuted for terrorism. No charges of terrorism were brought against him. The FBI was denied, was told to stand down, not get involved. No federal prosecutors were involved. This is the Obama administration basically denying the opportunity, denying the obligation to prosecutors, the opportunity to bring federal terrorism charges, because they don't want to basically disturb the notion, Steve, bring the notion that there's radical Islam in the United States. I got to tell you something, Steve.
As a local DA, as an elected DA, I got to tell you, the feds jump in whenever they can. The fact that they didn't tells me that this is huge, that they did not want to touch the terrorism piece. You're absolutely right. But let's talk about now. There's an attempted attack on a U.S. embassy in Uganda, thwarted by police. Another terrorist group now, Al-Shabaab. What about them? Do we have to worry about them now?
We have to worry about all of these groups, and that's the problem. All of these Islamic terrorist groups, Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, ISIS, Hamas, Hezbollah, Al-Qaeda still, Al-Qaeda in Yemen, all of these groups have a common denominator. They're all radical Islamic groups. Yes, they're located in different areas. Some of them have regional grievances, but they have a common denominator. They believe in the Sharia, they believe in the imposition of Islamic hegemony, and they believe in the hatred of the West and the hatred of the infidel. The bottom line here is the administration has compartmentalized all of these groups into different entities, not believing that they're connected. And so we have different strategies. In the press conferences delivered yesterday and today by press spokespeople for the State Department, they talked about Hamas as if it was a political entity. They talked about Turkey, a Muslim Brotherhood-controlled country, as if it was an ally of the United States when it sabotages the U.S. They talked about Egypt as if it was an enemy because it's against the Muslim Brotherhood.
It's crazy. Steve Emerson, thanks so much.
You bet.
All right.